Welcome inside the cage. Jeremy Green here with Coach Donna Enos. It is officially the postseason, Coach. Region tournament action here. And tonight, the goal is simple. Win and you're in, lose and go home.
That's right. And it's really exciting. Now, I'm tell you, to me, I think it's a huge advantage for Bobcats to be at home tonight.
Yeah, Gilmer plays host to the Lumpkin County Indians, and this was a game the last time they played decided by 1 point. Controversy involved, shenanigans were afoot, and so we're looking forward to a great night. Right now, though, we're going to send it down to the floor for the starting lineups.
First from the visiting Lumpkin Indians, number 0, Harper Davenport. Number 1, Cal Faulkner. Number 3, Hunter Cooper. Number 11, Jones Harris. And number 23, Preston Cox. Get on your feet for Gilmer.
And there you have it, starting lineups. A little bit different look than we've seen in the past. Britt Taylor, Mark Tyson not in the starting lineup. Instead, Will Kiker, Christian Sumner inserted. We've seen them play big minutes and play really well, and so they will be starting tonight alongside the familiar faces of Lewis Mulkey, Ethan Banks, and Cade Carter. And the first thing we noticed in warm-ups, Coach, a decided size advantage for the Bobcats here.
It really is. I think that the Lumpkin County Indians, I think they're going to rely on their outside shooting, but I think that you're right. The Bobcats will have a big advantage on the inside.
As we mentioned, the last time these two teams played, 49-48, Gilmer with the win here. But there were some upset folks, thought maybe there was a scoring error, and whatever happened, Gilmer did come up with the win, but there's a little extra juice in the gym tonight, I think, because of that. Immediately there, Bobcats saved that one, so great job on the long rebound, and it will be Gilmer basketball here as we get ready to get moving in this Shane's Rib Shack first quarter. Immediately they try to take advantage of that size disparity, dump it down to Cade Carter, and we will see the first foul of the game. And if you're a Bobcat fan, you want a steady dose of that.
So they call that on Davenport, one of their key players there. So
beautiful ball movement there down low, feeding the big man, Cade Carter. 2-0 Cats here early on for Lumpkin. They come in 4-10 in the region, 8-17 overall. Probably a little bit better team than the record indicates. And of course, they are led by two star players in the freshman point guard who we've seen out there. Number 1, Cal Faulkner led the way with 24 points the other night in that big win against West Hall in the first round. And then, of course, they have a senior, Jones Harris, also an all-region player. So a couple of guys there that they can kind of put the team on their back and go forward.
that's true. And the Bobcats, I think that if they keep going to Cade Carter on the inside, Lewis Mulkey, I mean, I just don't know if Lumpkin's going to have an answer for it.
Good strong move to the bucket there, and you're going to get, I believe, a Lumpkin player for the foul over the back. It is indeed, that is Preston Cox. So 2 early fouls here for Lumpkin.
And, the coach is questioning that, and I thought they might get Mulkey for moving under him, but I think that was a good call.
Speaking of Mulkey, I guess the inbounds pass.
Tell you what, I think Gilmer's off to a good start. I mean, they really came out hustling, and you can see they saved some loose balls. And exactly what they need to do.
That one poked out of bounds. Gilmer comes in with a record of 18-8 overall, 9-5 in the region, the third place team in the region, which means nothing at this point. It's the winner of this game that goes to the state tournament. They have a couple of all-region players themselves, and the two guys that just touched the ball, there he is, Cade Carter and Ethan Banks, two all-region players. Lewis Mulkey, honorable mention in the region.
You know, you just talked about that it means nothing where you ranked in the season. We just watched East Forsyth, the bottom team, punch their ticket to state right before this. So
Absolutely.
That's the great thing about tournament time. I'm really excited that we're getting to cover some region tournament this year.
Yeah, so we are going to be here also up the road. The Fannin Rebels and Lady Rebels will host the boys and girls region tournament. So we'll be there next week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So lots of coverage here on ETC over the next couple of weeks. And then after that, we're hoping that we have a whole lot of playoff games to cover as well. I think we see what the game plan is going to be, a heavy dose of 34 down low, and then when he's collapsed on, just kick it out. Banks with a good move. And that will be a dribble out of bounds, unforced error there by Will Kiker.
It's always fun to see, you know, what the game plan is, how they execute that game plan, and I think to this point the Bobcats have done a perfect job as far as that goes.
That one poked away by Kiker. Quick hands by the Cats. Great crowd here tonight. Raucous atmosphere. That three-pointer is put up. Oh, in and out. Rebound goes to Lumpkin. The folks have traveled over from Dahlonega. Of course, the Lady Indians playing as well tonight. They are one of the top teams in the state. Of course, the #1 seed in the region.
Some say they are the best team in the state.
The boys here, though, radio crew seated right behind us.
I'll tell you, Gilmer's doing a good job of taking away their outside shooters.
Another turnover by Lumpkin. Banks takes it in this time. Can't get it to go, but he will have 2 shots. And also, you already have 3 fouls here with 3.5 minutes gone by. I got Hunter Cooper that time, I believe. That'll be his first. Banks, a consistent free throw shooter. And of course, as I say that, he misses the first one. But free throw shooting, you know, we harp on it. But the other night, when we were at Fannin, 21 missed free throws in that loss for the boys. And so can't have that happen.
See, this time of the year, you've got to make free throws.
Yeah, so Banks misses both free throws and compounds that by committing a foul. And so not what you want, but still here with a 4-0 lead.
And that foul is a direct result of that missed free throw because he's going after the rebound. So if you make your free throws, you save a foul.
Absolutely. So 4-0 here. 4:20 to go in this Change Rib Shack first quarter. It's going to be a 4-quarter game, we imagine. And there we see the first bucket for Lumpkin. That comes from Jones Harris, senior leader on this team.
You know, Lumpkin's kind of a good mixture of youth and experience a little bit. Heavy on the juniors.
Great rejection there by Cade Carter, the big man, showing off his stuff out there. Gilmer a little out of sorts on offense. We're going to see him dump it down to Mulkey, puts it up, can't finish. Carter can't hit the follow either, so it'll be Lumpkin ball. But I think that is the game plan, what
Exactly.
you just saw.
Yeah. Got to use that backboard when you get down there.
Three-pointer up, air ball. Student section letting them know about it a little bit. Okay, Kiker will bring it out, set his offense.
Yeah, that's
Carter,
obvious right there.
yeah, Carter just absolutely bear hugged over there. That's going to be the second foul on Preston Cox, one of the starting 5. No substitutions either way. Now we are going to see some relief come in. Carter DeSanto into the game. Clayton Woodham into the game as well. And very quickly, DeSanto going to pick up a foul.
I mean, that's the thing. They just need to keep attacking.
Jack Carroll, a junior, also into the game for Lumpkin.
Okay, 0 for 3 so far. See if he can drop this one in.
1 of 2 there for the big man. Five to 2 the score here. We got to stop and play. Not sure.
I don't know. I mean, the clock would seem to be running, so I don't know why he stopped there.
So into the game now, Mark Tyson and Britt Taylor. Great three-pointer there. That is Harris again. So 5 to 5 here, our score. And Cat started off strong, got a little cold since, and Lumpkin able to even it up. You'd love to see Banks get an open look from outside, free up some of that space down low.
Yeah, I mean, if they could drop one and open that up.
You see the three that you wanted. And the rebound battle down there, won by Gilmer.
That's where, I mean, I think that's going to be a huge advantage in the ball game is the rebounding. They just need to keep attacking those boards.
Woodham picks that one up. So 1 of 2 on that trip. As we mentioned, this has been a close game both times they've played. Gilmer has beaten Lumpkin both times, but it's been a back and forth matchup each go around. Looks like we might be headed in that direction tonight as well. Good pass there from Tyson down low to Mulkey, who finishes.
I tell you, the front of the zone down here is doing a great job with a lot of hands. I mean, they've tipped a lot of passes right here. Get the ball, I mean, get the hand on the ball again. I mean, this is what they need to do.
And another air ball there from Lumpkin. So Gilmer looks to be composed. Jackson McVeigh now, the big freshman, into the game. Coach Heiss very liberal with his substitutions here in the first quarter. We've already seen 3 substitutes, so
keep them fresh.
And this is one of those situations where you will be playing again on Saturday if you win tonight, and then again on Tuesday if you win then. So Tyson a little out of control there, but able to hang on to it. Great dump down low to 20. Mulkey wins that battle and puts it up. So Lumpkin wants to talk about it. Nice little run. 5-0 run there by the Cats. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
I'll be seeing you.
No, the thing I've missed the most during this entire time, this pandemic, has been you.
I love playing to a live audience. There's nothing like it.
The COVID-19 vaccines are going to help us all get back to the moments we miss.
It's totally normal to have questions. I did too.
That's why it's so important to get informed.
So ask your doctor and get the facts. It's up to you.
So after a 5-5 stalemate, Gilmer has gone on a 5-0 run. And so trying to sort of assert their physical dominance at this point. Most of those buckets, in fact, all of those buckets coming down low from Mulkey and Carter. So we'll see if that can continue. Great defense as well, though, as you mentioned, able to have quick hands and force some turnovers. And there is another one thrown out of bounds.
Kind of see a lot of frustration coming on with Lumpkin County. I mean, they're just, the defense has just really got them out of sorts.
Bad pass that time from Tyson. He's able to get it back. Gilmer attacking down low, that time a little too aggressive. If you're Lumpkin, I think, you know, this is an opportunity where you have a chance to win some battles in transition.
I mean, you know, it's going to be key if they get some transition points. And they're always looking for an open three, too. I mean, that's and this zone is really, they're moving so well in the zone and getting their hands active. I mean, it's really been a good job.
But that is the zone buster there. Jack Carroll knocks down a three, and just like that, 10-8. The size of Gilmer, the length of Gilmer really bothering Lumpkin. So they're going to have to rely on shots from the outside, at least here initially. You've got McVeigh down there and Mulkey, both 6'6 plus.
They're already, you know, in a little bit of foul trouble. Let's keep, you know, putting it on the inside and keep trying to draw those fouls.
Good job by Lumpkin that time to box out the two big guys and get that rebound. I think Gilmer may be settling for some of those shots instead of continuing to battle down low.
Looks like they're gonna wait and go for one shot here.
Yeah, final few seconds of this first quarter. Good pass down to the outside, and that one no good. So entertaining first quarter, back and forth, 10-8. Gilmer has a 2-point advantage. We'll step aside and have quarter number 2 right after this break.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Years of dedication, sacrifice, desire. It's all come down to this one moment. Game day, where only the strong survive and the warrior with the best barbecue sauce always wins. Shane's Rib Shack, where every day is game day.
10-8, Bobcats with a 2-point lead here in this region tournament game. We really, Coach, as we sort of analyze that first quarter, we see where the advantage is for Gilmer. The size down low, and also that zone just able to really affect Lumpkin with the length. But on the offensive end, you got to knock down shots first off and make sure that you're in control and trying to continue to feed those guys in the post down low.
That's true, and I'm going to tell you, you know, Gilmer has come up with all but just 1 or 2 loose balls. So when you have those 50-50 chances and you're getting the majority of those, that's going to help also.
So Coach Heiss really, as we mentioned, playing with some different matchups. He's got Kiker and Taylor in there with Carter, McVeigh, and Banks. Jackson McVeigh double teamed down low and gives that one up. Good move down low by Kiker with the reverse layup.
That was a pretty shot right there.
Three missed there by Lumpkin, 1 and done. Gilmer with the rebound.
I tell you what, Lumpkin, they're going to have to pull some rebounds to be able to, you know, force this to be close.
That pass almost errant, just an inch or 2 away from the referee swallowing his whistle by force. Good job that time by Banks. Good movement by Carter. There's a lot of contact down there.
You know, they are being really physical in the post down there. But that's the only chance they've got. I mean, they can't just play easy. They're going to have to be very physical to kind of disrupt the rhythm that the Bobcats had early.
So Gilmer with the turnover there, leading 12-8. Neither team playing particularly well, especially on the offensive end, and referee that time is going to call a foul on Britt Taylor. It'll be his first. Second team foul, or first team foul of the quarter on the Cats, second overall.
And, you know, that may come into play. I mean, you know, Gilmer did a great job. No, you know, 1 foul in the quarter. And Lumpkin came up with a lot of fouls.
Will Kiker that time with a steal, and they're going to call the foul. It's going to be on Hunter Cooper, his second, one of the starting 5 for Lumpkin. So good job, as you mentioned, Coach, those quick hands. Little full court press here from the Indians.
Yeah, kind of interested to see what they want to do with this. See if it does anything to disrupt the Bobcats.
Jackson McVeigh with great position just not quite able to finish and hits the ground hard, does the big man. Of course, McVeigh, only a freshman, going to be down there for a while. Transition bucket, though, for Lumpkin. That is the senior Harris.
Tell you what, the Indians are hanging in there.
Yeah, this defense frustrating the Cats a little bit. Can't seem to get the looks they want down low, and they are not a jump shooting team. Foul called that time on the drive. A little late on the whistle. It's going to be on Preston Cox, number 3. So Coach Michael Parker going to have to take one of his post players out in a matchup where you already are undersized. I know that won't make him happy.
Well, if your game plan is to play physical, you know you're going to commit some fouls, and so you got to be prepared to bring in somebody to keep the physicality going.
2 of 7 so far, Gilmer from the line. 2 of 8 after 2 misses.
Another rebound by the Indians. You just don't want teams, you just don't want to let teams hang around. I mean, you want to really put them away early, kind of get in their head a little bit. But as long as you let them hang around, they feel like they've got a chance.
Absolutely. Defensive mistake there by Gilmer. They give up the big 3-pointer there from Davenport. Left the 3-point shooter to try to collapse on somebody who's not a threat from out there. Lewis Mulkey with a reverse layup. Can't get it to go that time.
You know, first quarter, the Bobcat zone looked really good. A lot of movement, a lot of hands, quick hands going. Second quarter, they're not moving quite as quickly. Lumpkin's getting some quick passes and kind of catching them out of position a little bit.
And of course, you know, when you make those threes, that makes a big difference, which they have. Another turnover there. Cats out in transition. And I think Gilmer may be a little timid on the offensive end, not taking some shots we would normally see them take.
Well, I'm going to tell you, we're talking about tournament time. All the pressure is on the Bobcats. I mean, Lumpkin, there's no pressure on them. They're just here to play.
Great finish there by Cade Carter. Probably was fouled too, but no whistle.
And when I say that, I mean, you know, Gilmer's the higher seed. They're number 3 in the region. Lumpkin's number 7 in the region. Nobody expects Lumpkin to come in here and win on the Bobcats' home floor. So, you know, I mean, they've got to feel a little pressure on them.
So Gilmer, great defensive possession here so far.
That's a little desperation shot there.
Yeah. By the way, you will notice that little clock up on the wall. That is the new shot clock that comes into play in the region tournament. What else comes into play is a huge 3 there from Christian Sumner. Big bucket to kind of get out of that drought the Bobcats have been in. You know, Coach, talk about how that shot clock changes the dynamics of the game.
I mean, it really does. You know, used to, I mean, before the shot clock came in, you could just take your time. You could really just slow the game down, control the tempo. And now, you know, you're going to have to get down and keep an eye on that. And when you slow it down, you're going to have to make sure you don't run out of time and lose that possession.
And it is a 35-second clock, so it's plenty of time still, but it forces you, as we saw in that last possession, you end up having to heave up a desperation shot if you let it run. So already here, you know, getting down to about 10 seconds there. Good job boxing out by Mulkey.
I feel like that the Bobcats are on a little bit of a roll here. It's kind of, I feel like, important that they score at this point.
Yeah, Carter there. Double teamed every time he touches, but he's just able to put that one up with the size advantage. I think even though you're being double teamed, you keep doing that.
Exactly. Until they can stop you, you keep putting it on the block.
Coach Michael Parker lobbying with the official to no avail so far. Missed 3, rebound by Carter. So this is the script that you want to follow if you're Gilmer. Buckets in the paint on the offensive end, 1 and done on the defensive end. Kiker that time a little out of control. He's going to end up open and just not able to finish that one, so it'll be Lumpkin basketball. Gilmer here with a 6-point lead in this DQ second quarter. I want to thank our friends at Dairy Queen here in LJ as well as in Jasper and Blue Ridge for bringing you this second quarter. My kids had a hot dog from Dairy Queen earlier. That's their favorite thing. That and a little bit of a banana split, and they're happy campers. 3 up and good that time from Davenport. That's his second one of the quarter. Really the only thing keeping the Indians in this game so far, that 3-pointer.
Well, and that's going to be, I mean, that's going to be the only chance they have is to make those threes and again, be very physical on the block.
So the miss by Banks Carter there with the rebound and the 3-point opportunity. That's the 3rd foul on Hunter Cooper. So foul trouble looming here for Lumpkin. Carter here with a chance to add to this lead. Able to knock it down as the big man.
You know, you like to see these seniors step up right here and have good games in the tournament, and Cade Carter's certainly doing that tonight.
22-16. Now Gilmer trying to add to that lead. We'd love to get that thing to double digits before the halftime. As you mentioned, demoralize the opponent just a bit if you can. Lumpkin very frustrated with this. They're getting nothing down low.
Oh.
It's all from the outside, and luckily they've done well. Good job, quick hands there by Mulkey, able to knock it out.
And if you give them the opportunity to start dropping some threes in, I mean, they get the momentum, they get the confidence. Right now, they have no confidence on offense.
It's interesting, you know, typically we see Gilmer run almost exclusively at man-to-man, and they've been in this zone the whole game.
And I'm going to tell you, they were down to 2 seconds on the shot clock. Cocker picks up that foul, but when he was fixing just to heave a desperation up.
You know, the players are not familiar with the shot clock either. This is the first game that Gilmer has ever played with the shot clock, and so
it's going to be a little bit of adjustment, but like you say, 35 seconds. Most of them are used to shooting before that, but you know, when it comes down to certain situations, it's going to be cause some mistakes and some quick shots.
And you know, maybe one of the things that really matters, the holding the ball and stalling that we see at the end of the game. You can do it, but not for a minute and a half like you used to be able to. Battle down low for the rebound. Everybody gets a hand on it, and Lumpkin ends up with it. And actually, they're going to call a foul there. Okay. Let's see who they got.
Number 2, Woodham.
Yeah, that's his second.
You know, I think the foul trouble is going to come into play in the second half for Lumpkin. And they're getting frustrated with the foul calls. They're getting frustrated because they're not getting shots.
This second quarter seems like it's flown by. Final 15 seconds here. Gilmer trying to hold for that last shot.
We're talking about shot clock, and it's off. So
turned off. Gilmer gets the 3 up, gets the look they wanted, and not able to get it to go. But a good second quarter for the Cats. They head to the locker room with a 22-16 lead. We will step aside, come back and talk about it a little bit, get you some halftime coverage, and then we'll come back for the second half. All on the line here, win or go home inside the cage.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
Let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC. Connect to the internet speed that suits your journey and enjoy the ride.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says it best. I'm happy as long as I can see Sharp Top. From the ground up, new home to complete renovation or remodel, we have combined the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you want to go? And who do you hope to go there with? Is your current financial plan set up to get you there without mishap? Let's design a roadmap to create a financial plan you can follow with confidence. Get the piece that so many people are missing from their retirement. Find out how having a written plan can make a difference to your retirement dreams.
Call 844-971-4167. We have operators standing by.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
Welcome back to Gilmer County High School. Jeremy Green with Coach Donna Enos, and smiling faces behind us for right now. Gilmer with the 22-16 lead, and as we look down to our book here for Gilmer, it's a familiar story. Cade Carter leading the way with 13 and pretty clean as far as fouls go. And so really you like what the Bobcats are doing. They're following their game plan to dump it down low.
Exactly. And you've got Cade Carter and Lewis Mulkey both no fouls. To me, that's a huge story in this first half because they've got the second half and they don't have to worry about foul trouble.
Absolutely. On the other side for Lumpkin, the story not as good. You've got two of your starters in Hunter Cooper and Preston Cox with 3 fouls apiece. That's something that if you're Coach Parker, you're going to have to watch.
Exactly. I mean, their game plan is to be physical on the block down there. And, I mean, and they're paying the price, but, you've got to know that going in.
And maybe the biggest storyline, if you're a Lumpkin fan, is your leading scorer and the guy who had 24 against West Hall, Cal Faulkner, the freshman, no points. And so that is a developing story for them. If you're Gilmer and you can shut him down, you really like your chances to win.
Exactly, because they count on him to pour a lot of points in every night.
So we're a little over 5 minutes away from the second half. We're going to go to break, and when we come back, it'll be the second half of this game. Coach, everything on the line. Whoever wins is in the state tournament. If you lose, you're left out. And so a lot on the line and a really entertaining second half ahead. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you in just a few minutes.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Holt Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Holt. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Holt Blue Ridge.
I'll be seeing you.
The thing I've missed the most during this entire time, this pandemic, has been you.
I love playing to a live audience. There's nothing like it.
The COVID-19 vaccines are going to help us all get back to the moments we miss.
It's totally normal to have questions. I did too.
That's why it's so important to get informed.
So ask your doctor and get the facts. It's up to you.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Years of dedication, sacrifice, desire. It's all come down to this one moment. Game day. Where only the strong survive, and the warrior with the best barbecue sauce always wins. Shane's Rib Shack, where every day is game day.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
Let's go.
you'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC. Connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says it best. I'm happy as long as I can see Sharp Top. From the ground up, new home to complete renovation or remodel, we have combined the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you want to go? And who do you hope to go there with? Is your current financial plan set up to get you there without mishap? Let's design a roadmap to create a financial plan you can follow with confidence. Get the piece that so many people are missing from their retirement. Find out how having a written plan can make a difference to your retirement dreams.
Call 844-971-4167. We have operators standing by.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
All right, welcome back. Gilmer High School here in the region tournament. The Bobcats lead 22-16 going into the third quarter. And it's been a really good first half for the Bobcats, I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. And, seesaw affair there in the first quarter. Gilmer outscores them 12-8 there in the second quarter. And you'd like to see that lead extended if you're a Bobcat fan. And there's a lot of excitement here tonight, Coach, but I think the nerves are also palpable. Folks realize that this season, which had such high expectations, could end tonight if you lose this game.
Exactly. And, so I feel like the Bobcats are going to feel a little pressure tonight just to get in. And then when they play again, they're going to feel some pressure because they want to get that higher seed so they can host a home game.
Yeah, so, of course, the winner of this game plays the number 2 seed North Hall on Saturday. And that game will be over at Cherokee Bluff. So this will be the last region tournament game we have here on ETC. But we're hopeful that they'll be hosting a playoff game. We'll definitely have that one for you. And but you don't count those chickens before they hatch. You got to win this one. And it is a 6-point game here as we start this third quarter. We want to thank Bill Holt Chevrolet of Blue Ridge for bringing you this. We want to thank Luttrell's Hardware, of course, for always sponsoring all of our halftime festivities. A great friend of ETC.
So they Lumpkin County's come back with just a little bit different look against this zone. They're going to have to make adjustments to get back in the game, really. And I know the score is a 6-point game, but it feels like Gilmer has just really, really outplayed them and should be ahead by more.
And really, you love the scheme that Gilmer has employed, too. You see there, Mulkey looking to dish. Triple team down low. Carter from the free throw line can't get it to go, and it'll be out of bounds to Lumpkin. So Lumpkin very aggressively triple teaming the post player, and so eventually you're going to have to get some open looks that fall. So guys like Banks and Sumner, who are three-point specialists, it's going to be their time to shine here shortly.
Yeah, it is. And if you could hit some outside shots, it's going to open up that inside again. I'm going to tell you, you know, the Bobcats are just so much bigger that they can't even get any looks once they get inside that zone. I mean, they just, unless they can hit some three-point shots, I just don't see them scoring a whole lot.
Yeah, just really no opportunities in the paint throughout the whole night for Lumpkin. Gilmer's getting those looks, but you got to finish them as well. And Lumpkin's doing a good job, even though they're undersized, being tough down low against Mulkey and Carter.
I'm going to tell you, this will be a good game for the Bobcats because, you know, the deeper you get in the state, the more physical the games get and the more that the officials let them be physical.
Open three there from the corner. And that is Cooper, Hunter Cooper, with his first bucket of the game. So 22-19 now, that lead cut in half.
Well, Cooper's got 3 fouls, and so he's one of their shooters, so that could come into play a little bit later.
Yeah, you'd love to see Gilmer continue to press the issue, trying to get him in foul trouble. A lot of standing around in this offense, and the frustration's there for both teams. You can see that. Mulkey calling for the ball down low, and Banks gets a great look. Can't finish it though. You got to finish those point-blank looks, and Cade Carter going to pick up the foul, trying to get the rebound.
But you know, this is something that that I mentioned at halftime. He didn't have any fouls in the first quarter, so he can play a little bit more aggressive here in the second half.
And if you're Coach Heiss, you want your guys to finish those looks. Banks, with a really good look. Pass a little too hot to handle there for Cooper.
And they saw it. I mean, they had a little opening right there, but just couldn't connect on the pass.
So full court pressure here. We'll see how Gilmer handles it. You got to be careful if you're Lumpkin, because you don't want Gilmer to get transition looks like that. And that's going to end up in a bucket every time. You can see that play out in front of you. The only thing that saved you is being able to triple team and collapse down low. And when you've got people trying to play catch up, they're not going to be able to do that. Gilmer would win that transition battle most of the time. That one blocked from behind, and it'll be another foul that time on the Indians. I believe they're going to get Jones Harris for his first.
I believe they called on Preston Cox. That'll be his fourth.
Oh, wow. So good eye there. It looked like either one of them could have gotten it. They give it to Cox, and he'll have to have a seat. And Coach Parker goes with that full court pressure again, but they sort of ease off of it.
You got to pull every stop out, in a game like this.
I think if I'm Coach Heiss, I want to really push that press break and see if I can get some easy looks, because you've got finishers around the basket.
And you're going to get mismatches, too.
Sumner lets it fly from outside, knocks it down. The junior guard there with his second tray of the night. Now Gilmer starting to get something going with an 8-point lead.
Oh, that was a little left-hand floater right there.
Yeah, Faulkner frustrated. You can tell, just trying to get on the board any way that he can. Carter positioned down low, and McVeigh trying to make a move to the bucket. Can't get it to go, but he will head to the line. So that foul going to be on Faulkner, his first. Second team foul here in this Bill Holt Chevrolet third quarter. McVeigh knocks down the free throw. His first point. We've seen his minutes increase in his freshman season.
Yeah.
Nice little touch there. 30-second timeout taken on the floor. Gilmer with a 10-point lead. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Holt Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Holt. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Holt Blue Ridge.
And we are back there. Coach Heiss talking with his team with this 10-point lead. McVeigh 2 of 2 from the line. So that's going to help the percentage. Gilmer has made 3 in a row after having a rough start. Lumpkin really in dire straits here. They've got to get something going before this lead continues to balloon.
See, the Bobcats have just done a great job defensively, not letting them have those open looks.
Another three-pointer taken, rebounded by Carter. And you can live with that shot at the end of every possession.
As long as you give him rebound, that outside rebound position, give him one shot, limit that.
McVeigh turn around, confidence now from the freshman.
I tell you, now the score is starting to kind of mirror what the game has been like. I mean, the Bobcats starting to dominate.
Yeah, air ball that time from 3 and just nothing down low. Sumner fires from the outside, can't get it to go. McVeigh, though, with the long rebound. The big guy feeling it. And that one didn't go so well, but that's okay. Sometimes you just got to get your mojo going. Banks going to get called for the reach-in foul there. Good, strong drive in transition. I think if you're Lumpkin, you got to find those opportunities.
Yeah. And you can just see kind of their body language is kind of frustration. I mean, I tell you, the Bobcats just are not giving them any outside open looks.
Yeah, no breathing room. Jumper there, and that's a good look. Faulkner finally on the board now. A lot of purple in the house tonight. Of course, Lumpkin black and purple, Gilmer black and purple, and got the home whites. And Kiker runs into Davenport there, and he'll pick up a foul. His second as well. So Gilmer having to be a little weary of the...
Yeah. But, I mean, you know, you've got just over a quarter to go, and I mean, that's the beauty of not fouling in the first half, is you can play more aggressive second half.
31-21 the score here. Gilmer hanging on to that 10-point lead here in this Bill Holt Chevrolet third quarter. If you're a Bobcat fan, you're saying, let's just get to that final buzzer. Good job by Carter there. Thought we were going to see the big man lead the break for a second. Thought better of it.
Yeah, slow it down a little bit.
Looking for opportunities down low. They get it down to Carter, and he's going to head to the line. They're going to get, I believe, Clayton Woodham, and that'll be his third as well.
I tell you, they're just so, Lumpkin is just so undermanned there on the block.
Carter there knocks down the free throw. Cade Carter, if you notice, he catches when they dump that ball down, catches it with one hand in his paw, and turns around and starts his, already an upward descent. So if you're able to do that, you're going to be in good shape. Misses the second free throw, does Carter. 32-21, the lead now 11. Another bad miss from outside. Gilmer in transition, looking to run. Knocked away from behind that time.
You know, they're spending a lot of time trying to get their offense set up, and it's just taking a lot of time for them to even get close to getting a look.
Gilmer has played zone defense this entire night, and it has just absolutely bothered Lumpkin. We're watching Syracuse play out here. A little bit different zone look, but all zone.
Getting close. It's not quite as big as Syracuse.
That guy's big enough to play for Syracuse. Ms. McVeigh, he misses it, but I do love the confidence that he's got out there as a ninth grader. We're watching two really excellent freshmen for these two teams.
That's a beautiful play there by Lumpkin County.
Bucket there from DeSanto, and a timeout taken on the floor. We will take it with them. 32-23, Cats with the lead.
I'll be seeing you.
No, the thing I've missed the most during this entire time, this pandemic, has been you.
I love playing to a live audience. There's nothing like it.
The COVID-19 vaccines are going to help us all get back to the moments we miss.
It's totally normal to have questions. I did too.
That's why it's so important to get informed.
So ask your doctor and get the facts. It's up to you.
So Coach Michael Parker has a word with his team here in this third quarter with 1:10 left. That was really the first easy bucket we've seen for them all night.
Yeah, good ball movement there, just led to an easy shot. But, and, you know, they're really not pressing really hard. It's just kind of a soft press, but they're going to have to create some more turnovers and easy shots like that.
And really, Gilmer, 4 of the 5 players on the floor can handle the ball, so no problem there. Ethan Banks up and good. Pretty clean game, not a lot of turnovers as far as travels and double dribbles and such. Big three-pointer there from Cal Faulkner. We mentioned that he was going to have to get in on the action. He has 5 here in the third quarter.
They don't need to let him get hot.
Absolutely, Gilmer here trying to get a good shot here in this end of this quarter. And rebound up and good. McVeigh with another bucket. He's got 6 in this quarter. Lumpkin here going to have to get a good look. Faulkner step back, cannot get it to go. And Gilmer will head to quarter number 4 with a 10-point advantage. Bobcats looking good. One more quarter to go to get into the state tournament. 36-26 inside the cage.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Years of dedication, sacrifice, desire. It's all come down to this one moment. Game day, where only the strong survive, and the warrior with the best barbecue sauce always wins. Shane's Rib Shack, where every day is game day.
And we are back. One more quarter to get to the playoffs for the Bobcats. They're up by 10. Coach Parker imploring Lumpkin to stretch that defense and try to get Gilmer to make a mistake. Low scoring affair, but if you're Gilmer, you're happy with the way that you played.
You know, I was watching that and I wondered if he was going to call an offensive foul, and he did. I mean, Markey just kind of laying in on top of him.
And really like he lost control too there.
Yeah.
So this fourth quarter of action, the one that Gilmer needs to make sure they are secure in, which leads to our fourth quarter sponsor, ETC Security. Did you like that little segue?
That's right.
Nice block from Banks out there, and Lumpkin out of sorts. Everybody here on the home side thought that was a travel, but no whistle. Mulkey skies in for the rebound. He's pushed down, but they call the travel. Gilmer fans not happy about that. Coach Parker has really been down here campaigning for Lumpkin. As you see the replay here, he goes in to get that and maybe was already falling down. Maybe a good call by the referees. We'll give him benefit of the doubt.
This is where Lumpkin, to get them back in, should have had a really good inbounds play that they could score off of. They're taking a lot of time off the clock. Okay, Gilmer just keeps pushing them out farther and farther.
Lumpkin really fighting on the glass. And Coach, I've seen a lot of travels, and that one's truly looked like one down there under the glass.
They let them play a little bit there.
So Lumpkin now their third opportunity on this possession. Gilmer got to shore that up on the glass. Carter with the rejection. And they're going to call a foul. Really bailed Lumpkin out there. That's going to be on Carter, I do believe. Nope, they're going to get Mulkey. Second team foul of the quarter for Gilmer, and second one for Mulkey. He's going to take a seat for just a minute. Three from the corner is up and good. That is Faulkner, his second three of the game. Timeout going to be taken on the floor. We'll take it with him. Gilmer up by 7.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
Let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes.
Make a plan today.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC. Connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
So Gilmer with a 7-point lead, getting the full court pressure here now. Coach Parker called that timeout to set it up, and Gilmer does a good job of breaking it. But they have a turnover. Cade Carter was smacked in the face, but no whistle there, so it seems like, Coach, this is the time that Lumpkin's going to make a run.
Yeah, and I mean, they picked up the pressure on that press. And, you know, they're coming off that big three-point shot. They're definitely looking for three-point shots because they know they cannot score on the inside. The only thing they do on the inside is just go in to try to kick it back out.
Air ball there from the outside. Gilmer with the rebound.
And the thing that makes Lumpkin so dangerous is they do have so many three-point shooters, and it just gets you back in the game so fast.
That is a pretty reverse layup there from the big guy, Cade Carter. 18 points to lead all scorers. Jump ball called, and that will stay with Lumpkin. .5:24 left in the fourth. Gilmer leading by 9. Great job that time stepping in the passing lane. Good anticipation by Ethan Banks.
Well, they were trying to set that up for Faulkner in the corner again, and a good job knowing what to do there.
Carter does a great job getting it out. Banks open from 3, and just can't get it to go. They're going to get Jackson McVeigh over the back. The folks here definitely don't agree with that. It's hard when you're that much bigger than your opponent, I guess.
Well, he kind of slapped him on the side of the head there, so it was the right call.
Gilmer continuing to play tough on the defensive end. Long three-pointer. That time, no good. McVeigh skies in for the rebound. And that one will go out of bounds to the Cats. Banks, if he had knocked out that three-pointer, the roof may have come off of this place, but everybody has to take a seat again.
You know, I think at this point, Lumpkin's going to have to be a little bit more aggressive on defense. I mean, they've been physical all night, but they're going to have to really be more aggressive.
The folks here behind us are incensed. They think that Carter's being fouled down there and no whistle. And
well,
a little
it has
frustrated.
been physical all night.
Gilmer is just ready to put this game away and move on, and Lumpkin will not allow it, at least not to this point. Getting close to that 4-minute mark in this fourth quarter.
You know, one thing that I don't really understand, Lumpkin, I mean, even though they're playing the zone, they could set some screens for their shooters, but they're just kind of sitting back and accepting not having a good shot.
Banks that time with the rebound down low, and if you're Gilmer, you want to break the press, but you're not really in too big of a hurry.
The longer you've got the ball means the less time they have to score, so.
Carter that time, beautiful move with the left hand.
I'll tell you what, Cade Carter has come to play tonight, and I mean, he's had a really, really good game.
20 points for the big guy. And Banks ends up with that one again. Gilmer out in transition. Will Kiker is fouled and will head to the line. The folks here at home starting to feel it. Jones Harris picks up his first foul. If Lumpkin does fall tonight, it'll be the end of the career for Harris here. 1,000-point scorer for Lumpkin, and certainly tip of the cap to him for a great career.
And you know, the newer region alignments next year, we were talking about this before. Pickens is going to be in this region next year, so you know, we'll have a lot of Dawson, Pickens, Lumpkin,
White County, Wesleyan,
so,
yeah, it'll be a good region. Great dump down low to Carter. Oh, can't get it to fall. And a foul called. I think they called that on Banks, but it was nowhere in the vicinity.
Well, 34 is on Cade Carter.
Okay, so they confusion by everybody. That's his second of the night. 3 minutes left. Gilmer with an 11-point lead. Just trying to get to zeros. That's a good look in the middle of that zone. Can't get it to go, though. Oh, can't get that one to go either. Carter gets a rebound. It'll be go to Gilmer that time. And the folks here inside the cage loving it. A little appreciation for the effort.
When you miss those two close shots, you know it's just not your night.
The students have been on their feet from the outset here. They were actually here for the first game. Great dump down low. Lewis Mulkey finishes.
This looks like a championship team, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Great job here. Gilmer looking to close it out. Three-pointer, though, from outside. And Lumpkin says, hang on just a minute. Hunter Cooper with his second three of the game. Full timeout, taking on the floor. We're going to take it with them. 42-32. Cats clinging to that 10-point lead.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says it best. I'm happy as long as I can see Sharp Top. From the ground up, new home to complete renovation or remodel, we have combined the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
Gilmer here with the ball. The student section having a great time tonight. Gilmer with a 10-point lead, and wow, no call there on the big contact. Gilmer trying to run some time off this clock, and it will be Lumpkin basketball. That's the danger that you run. Christian Sumner took an elbow to the mouth. He's actually going to have to come out of the game. He's bleeding. You draw blood and don't get a whistle, that can be a little frustrating.
That's right.
So, you know, you and I are probably a little bit different in our thought process about holding the ball, which probably means I'm wrong and you're right. But Gilmer there was trying to just milk that clock, but you end up in a situation with chaos and you get a turnover. You never even get a look at the basket.
Right, yeah. And you don't want to do that, but, you know, just don't rush. Just take some time, get the shot you want.
Block called that time on. See who they got. That's Faulkner, I believe. His second. Good job on this other end by Mulkey to get that steal. And 1:49 left. You're just trying to get to the buzzer.
Picking up the pressure here.
Good job by Gilmer to get it in. Kiker dumps it off to Carter. What a pass.
That was a beautiful pass right there.
Kiker fearless on the drive. Faulkner from downtown can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Lumpkin, and it's up and good. Hunter Cooper with the bucket. Brett Taylor that time going the wrong direction. They finally get it across. Just over a minute to go. And another turnover over there in that corner. Got to stay away from that place. Carter with the rejection. Coach Michael Parker incensed over there out on the floor wanting a foul. Kiker with a quick shot, can't finish. And they're going to call.
I'll tell you, Coach Parker was about 12 feet out there on the floor. He was way out on the floor. He was at the three-point line.
So they're going to say Mulkey was out of bounds out there. And Parker's got to be careful before he gets a technical. The officials have warned him a couple times.
I mean, the Bobcat defense, I mean, we have to give them a lot of credit tonight.
Three from Lumpkin. No good. They get the long rebound, though, and get another shot at it. No good, and it is Gilmer basketball. And everybody's taking a deep breath. It is going to be a win.
Coach Ice excited. He's trying to get them just to slow it down.
The Gilmer Bobcats, in about 4 seconds, will be playoff bound. And that will do it. 44-34, the score, a hard-fought win for Gilmer. And just a big win to get into the playoffs for this group who still has a lot left to prove. 44-34 the final. We'll take a break, come back, put a bow on it for you, and get you ready for the rest of the Bobcat season coming up. Thanks for staying with us. We'll be right back.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you want to go? And who do you hope to go there with? Is your current financial plan set up to get you there without mishap? Let's design a roadmap to create a financial plan you can follow with confidence. Get the piece that so many people are missing from their retirement. Find out how having a written plan can make a difference to your retirement dreams.
Call 844-971-4167. We have operators standing by.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
And we are back. Everybody excited, hanging out in the gym tonight. Gilmer headed to the state playoffs, 44-34. Let's talk about Lumpkin for a minute. We want to, of course, talk about them. Good season for the Indians, and great job by Jones Harris, great career. Also, Cal Faulkner, the superstar freshman for them. He has 8. A couple other players have 8, but just really tough sledding the whole night offensively for them.
It really was, and that's a credit to the Bobcats defense. I mean, I was really impressed with their defense tonight. I mean, they played that zone, pushed them out, past their comfort zone there, and didn't give them any clean looks.
And Gilmer had a little trouble in the offensive end, too. Only scored 44, but 22 of those. I'm not great at math, but I believe that's half of them from Cade Carter. So the big guy really down low played well. Jackson McVeigh with 6 points in that third quarter played well. Also, Mulkey with 6. Christian Sumner with 2 big three-pointers. And so a team effort for Gilmer and a big win for them. And so in one respect, Coach, you can take a deep breath. You're in the state tournament, but you're not happy with where you are. You still got 2 more games to win.
That's right, and the next one really is the most important one, because if you win the next one, then you get to host a game.
Right.
And then the second one, I mean, you want to win it because you want to be the #1 seed, but at the same time, the pressure's off because you know you're going to be at home for that next game.
So the matchup is set for Saturday. It'll be North Hall, the #2 seed, against Gilmer, the #3 seed. North Hall with a big blowout of Gilmer early in the year, but the second game much closer, and so we'll see what the Bobcats can do. They certainly are capable of beating North Hall, and that'll be a great matchup. On the other side, it'll be the 8th seed in East Forsyth, who we saw with a big upset win, who will play #1 White County, who Gilmer owns a victory over as well. So down to the Final Four in the region. Looking forward to watching that. Next week, we will be with you up at Fannin County for the region tournament. Looking forward to that. We want to thank our crew, Trevor Williams and Nick Boker, our directors, Caleb Block and Josh McClure, our camera operators, Elijah Sampson, operating the camera for us, Tim Christensen, the guy that keeps us straight on our scoring graphics, and then, of course, Coach Donna Enos and me, Jeremy Green. We thank you for being with us, and we're going to see you next week. It is the best part of the year for basketball, playoff time right around the corner. Thanks for being with us on ETC.